Hey YouTube, this is Martian. Today I'll be covering the Advent of Cyber 2023. Here we're on day 21, going over poison pipeline execution. And here we're going to understand how a larger CI/CD environment operates. We're going to explore indirect poison pipeline execution, or PPE, and how it can be used to exploit Git. And we're going to apply the CI/CD exploitation knowledge to the larger CI/CD environment. Over here on the attack box, I have Antarcticrafts, which is a self-hosted Git service. It's open source in this case. And we have Jenkins on port 8080. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is go ahead and get signed in with the TryHackMe provided credentials. We have guest and password 123 for the self-hosted instance. Let's get signed in. All right, so in here we have two repos. We have GIF wrapper pipeline and GIF wrapper. So let's go ahead and click into GIF wrapper pipeline and see what's in here. We have nothing but a Jenkins file in here. Looks like one stage, but we do have shell execution here. So we have command execution that's included in this pipeline. Now let's head over to Jenkins. We got admin. All right, so looks like we have two pipelines here. We have GIF wrapper and we have the build for GIF wrapper pipeline. Keeping that in mind, let's head back to the challenge and see what they want us to do. So they do want us to clone GIF wrapper pipeline first. Do that. Open up a terminal. So we're going to go ahead and clone that right to our desktop. It's right on our desktop here. All right, that folder is there. And just to get ahead of the curve, I'm going to go ahead and clone that other repo as well. Okay, so we have our two repositories cloned. We're able to do this on a local IP because we're directly connected to the same network. Publicly, you would do this across a public URL, but since we're locally connected and this is a open source self-hosted version of Git, we're able to do that with a private IP. So I'm just going to go ahead and check here that our repos were copied properly. Opening that up, looks the exact same as the repo online, or on our remote repository in this case. And we have GIF wrapper. We have 11 items in GIF wrapper. Let's go back and check our repo there. And we have the same thing here in GIF wrapper. So we were able to clone all the necessary files needed and get them directly copied over locally to our machine. Okay, so over here in the challenge, they want us to run a shell command to attempt to get the pipeline to run this command remotely. We can do that by going in here and changing what's in the Jenkins file. Let's go ahead and try to modify that shell command. So going sh, we can go uname-a. It's always good to check uname-a for version checking. It's kind of the methodology of what I like to do first, remotely running commands on the system. So we save that. It is saved. And now in here we can open our terminal. And we can go git add here. And run git commit -m. The -m flag is to set your commit message on every commit prior to pushing it to the remote repository. So we're going to test uname. That's going to be our message there. And we're good to go there. So next thing we're going to do is a git push. And our password here is the same as logging into the repository. So that's guest and password 123. And it looks like we're not able to. Okay, yep. So this is branch protected. So we cannot do that from our first repo right from the Git wrapper pipeline. All right, so I'm gonna close that up. Since we know we can't do it from the pipeline repo, I'm gonna open up the other one and see what's in here. We have makefile. So in the challenge, it describes how we can use makefile as well to make any changes or run those commands through the pipeline using makefile. So we have build, and we have a bash script here. I can open up that bash script. Let's see where it is here. Let's just display that. So it is doing nothing but making a directory and removing dist directory. So this is more than likely distribution. It's making a directory of test. So this file is not doing too much. So let's replace that with uname-a. Make sure it's saved. It's saved. And do the same thing here. Try to do it from makefile. So we have git add. And the period here just means add everything that's in this directory. Let's do git commit -m. And we're going to go uname to attempt. So we're just going to name it uname to attempt for our second attempt of trying to make that. So we're able to make the commit and the commit message, but let's see if we can actually push the changes. So here, 1, 2, 3. All right, so no error messages there. That actually happened. So let's head over to Jenkins and make sure that we can actually do something with that. So in here we have GIF wrapper build, and we have the GIF wrapper pipeline. And let's go to main. So checking our build that we just did there. Let's check the console output. All right, so it did run, no issues. We have update Jenkins file from the first time we did it. No credentials provided. And we have uname-a. So we have that pushed. We have the Jenkins file because our commit message the first time was update Jenkins file. And we have the other stage where we ran GIF wrapper as well. So that right there, it pushed the changes from our Git file and our GIF wrapper changes in that directory. So we do have the version here, Linux kernel version. So let's go ahead and put that in TryHackMe. See if it'll paste today. Yep. All right, so next they have us, what is the value in varlib jenkins secret.key? So we can go back to our make file here. Where is it? Going back. And change our command to cat that out. Since we know that the make file is our method here. Save that. Make sure it's saved. And do the same thing again. So git add, git commit, set our message, -n. We have a secret key. All right, good to go there. Git push, guest, password 123. Okay, cool. So that was good. Went over to the master branch. Let's close that out. Let's check in Jenkins here. So it's going back to our pipeline. Run the build again. It is done. That was pretty fast. Check our console. Our last commit message was update Jenkins file. That was from our previous build. But this is our current one. So this is still showing up because our commit message was successful, but we were not able to push the changes. So going down here, and we do have our secret key from the make stage. That's very straightforward for poison pipeline execution. But from here, I just want to show you that we are able to, do a lot more with this. If we head over to Pentest Monkey and get a reverse shell, we can maintain persistence as the Jenkins user. So let's go to the reverse shell cheat sheet, get us a netcat reverse shell. Grab this one. Let's head into the make file, see if we can try to get us a netcat reverse shell here. So our IP on this box is 10.10.71.108. And here is where you set your port. I can go 1337, and we're going to save that. So make sure it's saved. Then you open up a terminal to actually set your netcat listener locally. 1337. All right, we're listening here. All right, the netcat listener is waiting for a connection. In this case, it is going to be a reverse connection. Okay, so let's check our pipeline, pulling that up, and go ahead and make our changes by pushing to the repo, the same method, git add, git commit, set our message, rev shell, and git push. So pushing those changes using the password. All right, we're good. Changes made to the master branch. And let's build our pipeline. Let's check the console output real quick. Still running. Hangs a bit, but the commit was made. Let's check the console output. So, okay. So the command was ran, and this happens a lot with reverse shells where the remote system would hang a bit. That's because we're actively using this connection. After some time, it will time out, but we are connected to the system remotely. So who am I? That's Jenkins. And now I am connected as the remote user. From here, I would realistically, real world, I would go for Linux privilege escalation, either using LinPs or just heading over to GTFO bins to see what I can do. Checking for SUID binaries and actually trying to get full control of this remote system. And that's pretty much it. This is how we indirectly poison Jenkins pipeline, but keep in mind this is also the concept with this same attack vector for other CI/CD tools. This is why it's very important to not only secure your pipeline, but secure how the pipeline functions as a whole. And that's all I have for today. See you next time.